Hey everyone, how y'all doing? My name is Kimberly and this is From Loved Ones Tarot. We're going to look at the overall energy for the month of February 2026. This is a collective reading, so this may not happen for you, but I do hope that you gain some sort of insight to help prepare you for whatever is to come, right? And as always, on the left hand side, you have your orientation cards, and I did switch things up. I put down the energies for this month ahead of time. So for the positive energy, you have the Eight of Cups in reverse. The negative energy, you have the Hermit in reverse. And for the neutral energy, you have the Three of Cups. Now, if you're new to my channel, the energies that I'm about to describe are energies that you may come across, okay? You may experience. It doesn't matter your situation. It doesn't matter how you feel or think. This is just something that you may experience from the outside world, all right? Starting with your orientation cards, the highest need for the collective this month will be physical health, okay? It's either the physical health of you or the physical health of someone around you or close to you. This includes if you have goals for your health. It includes maybe it's time for you to have a checkup, go get a doctor's appointment, or this could be a time for you to rest, to recover, whatever that you may be going through. The physical health also includes your mental health as well. So there's that. And the life phase that you may be going through this week is half moon ending, meaning one chapter of your life has now closed or it's starting to close and you're in transition of that closing. So for some of y'all, you may be going through having closure, saying goodbye, or just having that acceptance or being able to acknowledge that you have to do something new, something different. You have to move forward in a different direction for your life. This could be something that you look forward to. This could be something that you're dreading or nervous about. This could be something that could be heartbreaking or sad for you. It just depends on your situation and your life, right? And the experiences that you may have this week only are connected to your new life. There's no connection to your past life this week. And a key date to remember is the summertime. And for me, that includes June, July, and September. So just keep that in mind for some of y'all. Let's just draw 3 cards quickly for why that may be significant for the collective this summer season. Okay, you have the Three of Cups. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Star. You may this summer get together with other people. If you look at the Three of Cups here, there could be a celebration going on in the summer, some type of event that's special for you that brings a lot of positivity, a lot of warm feelings. It could be a wedding here, I see. It could be you having a reunion for some of y'all. There's this summer as well, could be with the Queen of Cups here, something that's very emotionally overwhelming for you. So if this is not something that is very positive for you, this is something that brings about a lot of emotional instability here. And it's going to require some type of, you to have some type of faith, some type of hope that things are going to work out for you. So there may be some nervousness, anticipating for what is to come. Definitely regarding some type of collaboration, partnership, some type or community coming together, and a need for there to be there's this desire for things to be okay, to work out, for it to be successful for the long run. And with the stork here in the Star card and the Queen of Cups representing mother-like energy, some of y'all may be experiencing a type of pregnancy or some type of birth. It could be the birth of a literal child. It could be the birth of a new project, a new dream, some type of new success or new chapter, milestone in your life that is now starting to take shape. I'm not going to be too specific because this is a collective reading and I want to keep it as collective as I can. And if you had a yes or no question, the answer is no. Let's draw 3 to see why it is no. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Six of Cups in reverse, and the Six of Cups again. This has to do with doubt, okay, or fear or hesitation to either step out of your comfort zone or to stay within your what feels comfortable to you, right? Your boundaries, your expectations, your environment, the relationships that you're in. If you don't know if you want to move forward with something new or to stay with what you have, then how can your loved ones give you a direct answer of yes or no? So it's almost like they're waiting on you to tell them, okay, what do you want then? Collective, what it is that, what do you want to give up, and what do you want to accept, and where do you want to go, or where do you want to stay? So once you have the decision, then they can give you more details of what is to come. All right, let's try to verify that. 3 more. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands in reverse, and the 3 of Cups here. This 3 of Cups keeps coming out. Yeah, they're saying, if we gave you your answer, are you sure that there will not be any confusion, right? That you know what you want and need, that you're going to be happy with the decisions you make right now in this very moment. If you cannot say whether it is that you'll be happy with it or you won't be happy, then how can they tell you? That just may be for some of y'all. All right, we're going to move on to the reading. All right, taking a look at the overall energy for this month, starting with positive energy. Again, you have the 8 of Cups in reverse. Let's go ahead and draw 3 more to clarify this energy. You have the Ace of Cups in reverse. You have the 4 of Pentacles, and you have the Moon. There's this type of energy in the 8 of Cups upright of wanting to leave because either you're not satisfied completely, there's something missing in your life, and you recognize this, you acknowledge it, and you want to start something different. You want to go out in search of whatever can make you more happy, more fulfilled, more content with your life, with the people around you, with what you do, with what you have. And so you leave. That's the 8 of Cups upright. But in the 8 of Cups reverse, you stay where you're not happy. How is this positive energy for you? I believe that you may come across an energy that will force you to stay where you're at, in the environment or space or relationship where you are not completely happy, where you may be uncomfortable, where you're not 100% content or satisfied or fulfilled. Why is this? With the Ace of Cups in reverse and the 4 of Pentacles, this allows for you to have more time to self-reflect, to self-evaluate what it is that you want or need, and to look at the resources available to you. And with the Moon card, there's 2 things. One, there's a level of confusion that may come from you or those around you who you have to collaborate with, partner with. And 2, there's a lot of unknown variables that could put you at risk of having negative consequences depending on what you choose to do. So if you were to make decisions in February with all these unknown variables attached, you could be negatively impacted. All right, there could be consequences to your decision making if you were not to take this time to really self-reflect, self-evaluate on what your plan is and what you're willing to do and what it is that you need. If we were to tie it into your orientation cards, and this could just be for some of y'all, right? But if you do have a need for physical health, if you're forced to stay where you're at, you have limitations attached to you that you cannot go forward anymore. So you have to pause. You have to stay where you're at. This could be because you now have to focus on this self-love and the Ace of Cups reverse. This is not focusing on other people, on what they want or need, not doing everything, right? Multitasking to please other people or to make sure everyone's okay and comfortable and healthy and happy. This is just focusing on you, prioritizing you. February may be the month that you have to look at what you need because of your physical health needs. Okay, that could just be for some of y'all. And it could be, if it's not you, it could be the people around you, someone that you care about may need your attention because they have something going on with their physical health or their mental health. Keep forgetting to add that in, physical and mental health. Let's do 3 more before we see how to deal with this. Whoops. You have the Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Judgment. Yeah, with the Judgment and the Hierophant here, you may be having to seek help or expertise from somebody else who could give you answers. So this is accepting that you're going to have to stay where you're at. You're going to have to slow things down for some of y'all. And you're going to have to accept any sort of delay, setback, or disappointment in order for you to get the help that you need, especially regarding physical health or mental health. And for some of y'all, this includes you having to seek out help from somebody else. With this moon too, this could be validation or a sign that, yeah, now is the time for you, collective, to check in on what it is that you want or need, to check in with your health, your physical health, your mental health, in the next 30 days for some of y'all. So how do you navigate, or how do you utilize this positive energy? If this is the type of energy that's going to force you into to stay in a certain space or environment, how can you use this positive energy in this downtime or healing time? Let's do 3. You have the Queen of Wands. That one wanted to come out too. You have the Death in reverse and the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so your loved ones want to use this analogy to help you out here. With the 7 of Pentacles, you have a woman looking at her garden and she's wondering, when will things blossom? When will she see all her hard work pay off? Now, with the Queen of Wands and the Death card both in reverse, if you're hesitating or if you're afraid or nervous, your loved ones want you to embrace this energy that is going to keep you locked down, that's going to force you to take things slower. They're going to force delays. They're going to force disappointments. They're going to force you to be uncomfortable in order for you to recognize, okay, I put in all this hard work. One, is it worth it? Every project, every dream, every goal that you've had, every relationship that you are in now, all the work, time, effort, energy, your love, everything that you invested, is it worth it? If it's not, then maybe it's time to let certain things go in order to focus on other things that could make you more happy or more fulfilled. So use this positive energy of forced downtime. For some of y'all, feel like this is going to be a forced downtime. Use it to understand how you feel. If you feel like everything that you invested is not worth the wait, it's not worth this downtime, it's not worth the disappointments or obstacles or hardships, if it ain't worth it anymore, what then can you do? But if you do say, hey, I think it's worth it, I do think I should try to keep going and working on the same project, dream, goal, relationship, then okay, then you have your answer, either or, right? And I do hope that makes sense. All right, negative energy, you have the Hermit in reverse. Let's do 3 to clarify. You have the Devil in reverse. 2 came out. You have 6 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, the negative energy here is that you may come across a lot of confusion. And this is in alignment also with the positive energy, with the Moon card. It carries a lot of unknown variables, a lot of mystery, a lot of confusion for what is to come. Here in the negative energy, you may not understand why people do the things that they do. It's almost as if they are the roadblock to your success or to your progress, or you may feel like the world is confusing. You may run into some bad luck or something unfortunate that may just be for some of y'all, all right? I don't want you to worry. This is a collective reading. You may experience positive, negative, and neutral, or you may not, maybe 1 or 2. But for this negative energy, some of y'all may run into some bad luck, and it may be in connection with your physical health for some of y'all. If not, it just could be, I don't know, maybe you get a flat tire, something like that, or maybe you lost your wallet, all right? God forbid. But you may run into some bad luck, and you may be confused why the world may be out to get you, it may feel like, or why things are not working in the way that they should. So the negative energy this month, you don't understand why other people cannot just get it together, be with you on the same page, just work together peacefully, cohesively, effectively. Why must there be conflict? Why must there be imbalance within your relationships or at home or at work? With the devil card here in reverse, you may have already been struggling with someone that has been very controlling, restricting, unhealthy, or negative. And it could be a romantic partnership, it could be a family member, it could be at work. But you've been trying really hard to detach or disconnect yourself from something that is very unhealthy or negative for you, an environment, person, a group of people. And when you're finally detaching yourself, you still cannot get to that finish line of really being able to see positive progress, to see yourself happy, to see yourself financially stable or emotionally, physically stable. You just can't get there yet. So that is the negative energy. Other people who do confusing things, or the world in general, where you're like, why must y'all not get it together and just work things out and just be at peace, be happy. Let's do 3 more. You have the 7 of Cups. You have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Pentacles. Okay, yeah, so there's a lot of things that you want or need during this month, but you just can't get it. You can't get it, and it almost feels like someone in the King of Pentacles, and this could be man or woman, it could be a person, a group of people, it could just be metaphorical for the world at large, it could be a company, it could be the government, all right? But it's like he's hoarding, he's keeping all of his money to himself. So it's someone materialistic, it's someone who's greedy, it's someone who is selfish, someone who lacks empathy or sympathy, or they lack compassion. And you see all this ahead of you, positivity, positive progress. You see your goals being accomplished. And if this deals with your physical or mental health, the King of Pentacles could represent the health insurance, right? Who won't help you pay for whatever it is that you need. Or could represent your boss who won't let you have PTO time in order to recover or rest. I do get the sense that you may come across a person who will just tell you no, because they see you as a risk or a liability, and they just don't want to accept you for whatever reason. But I did hear that in my head, that you may pose as a liability or a risk, therefore you will not be accepted. And that could just be for some of y'all. Now, how do you navigate this type of negative energy here? Let's do 3. You had the Page of Wands in reverse, the 8 of Swords, and 2 more wanted to come out. You have the 10 of Cups, and you have the King of Wands here. Okay, so if you're unable to do what you need to do or want to do, because this negative energy is saying, no, I'm not going to let you, or no, I'm going to limit you, or no, I'm not going to accept you or acknowledge you, whatever it is that you need, I'm not helping. Here with the King of Wands, there's someone else who could help you out, versus this King of Pentacles here. So if you receive a no from somebody, there's someone else who's going to be willing to help you out. So if you get a no here, go somewhere else. It's like that saying, when one door closes, another door opens, and if not, a window can open as well. And I believe that there's going to be another person or group of people or an entity or organization that is going to have an answer for you. So the advice here of how to navigate this negative energy is to remember that the King of Pentacles isn't the end all be all. There's other people that you could go to that will help you out eventually. So just keep that in mind. There are other people. There's not just this single person or single group of people or organization or company. There's more out there that will help you, that will help you be more satisfied or fulfilled or more healthy. Okay, moving on to the neutral energy, you have the 3 of Cups. You got this last week or 2 weeks ago, so it's interesting that this is still repeating for y'all. Let's clarify. You have the Knight of Swords. You have the Nine of Wands and the Empress in reverse. So again, with this being neutral, you may find yourself having more time to collaborate or to be around other people, and it could be in a romantic way, it could be with your family, it could be in a professional way with coworkers or networking professionally. But you may have this opportunity this week to get together with other people. You have the option here to really use this time to communicate in the Nine of Swords what hasn't been working and what you've been really wanting or needing. And the Nine of Wands is in alignment with physical health here, because the person in the Nine of Wands, he has a bandage over his head, so he's been injured. Okay, so his health is affected, and again, it could be your physical health or your mental health, but something about you has been affected in a negative way. So you have this opportunity here when you get together with somebody to really voice your concerns, really advocate for yourself, and tell people how you really feel and how you're really doing. In order to get what you really need, or in the Empress in reverse, you cannot speak up, you cannot be an advocate, you cannot use your voice, and you cannot, help yourself out here. That choice is yours. It's neither good or bad. It's just depending on what you want, right? And what you need. Any advice? Let's do 3 for the neutral. You have the Hanged One. 5 of Wands is showing up again. And the Justice. So your loved ones want you to just take control of your life this month. Even though in the positive energy you may be forced to stay where you're at, or you may be very limited where you're at or what you can do, you still have to take control of what you're able to control. Because in the Justice card, what you say will come to pass. So whatever you decide this month is what will happen in the Justice card, all right? What will be, depending on what you say and depending on what you choose to do. So there is this importance to eliminate any type of confusion, either within yourself or amongst other people. If you're having to collaborate or have some sort of important conversation with other people, there has to be no confusion on where you stand and on what you want or need, all right, for this month. And if you have gained some clarity today, please like the video to let me know, or subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Until next time, take care.